Hi guys! Welcome to another vlog. And for this vlog, alam mo, gusto ko talaga pag-usapan to. Pinoy money myths that I wish I've learned earlier. Syempre, when we were growing up, di ba, as Filipinos, ang dami nating naririnig ng mga money tips. Either sa tita natin, tito natin, sa mga kamag-anak, sa mga kaibigan, sa mga TV, or whatever man yan, di ba? And, you know, some of those money myths, when we're growing up, we usually think na parang may point yung sinasabi nila. Parang tama siya. But as we grow older, as we go more mature, parang sinasabi natin, ay, parang may mali yun, or hindi pala tama yun. Tama ba yung sinasabi nila? Because, syempre, mas wiser na tayo. And, di ba, iba rin yung panahon dati when we're growing up. Like, currently, di ba, I'm a millennial. So, when I was growing up, iba yung how we think about money and maybe our parents, my parents, or even my peers when I was starting working. Di ba, paano sila mag-isip about money? On how they treat money as an object or as a thing. Compared to now, we have so much access to data, na iba-iba na rin yung mga produkto, iba na rin yung mga mindset of how they think about money. And that is why I super love this topic. It's because, syempre, these are things that it is ingrained in our society pa rin eh. Na parang, paminsan, naririnig pa rin natin itong mga money myths na to. And ako, I want to share my personal experience on these money myths and how do we break these myths and make it into truths. And of course, meron akong tsaa. Libreng tsaa ko today. Sa hotel pa, diba? Perfect! Okay, let's begin! So if ever you don't have your coffee, tsaa, matcha, whatever man, make yourself one. Then panoorin natin to para sabay ang chikahan natin. Okay, myth number 1, let's begin. Pag may pera, gastusin mo. Hindi mo naman madadalas yung pera mo sa hukay. Diba? Comment down below kung naririnig yung mga ganitong mga myths na to, diba? This is a classic tito or tita line. Yung talagang tipong, may point naman, diba? Hindi mo naman talaga madadala ang pera mo pag namatay ka or ilalagay sa hukay, diba? Hindi mo ilalagay yung pera mo lahat doon sa puntod mo, diba? Or doon sa coffin mo, diba, guys? Diba? But, what I wanna say here is, you bring stress throughout your life. You bring uban, which is your white hair. You bring utang stress or regrets in your life if ever you don't have money or you spend too much na hindi mo alam kung ano gagamitin mo kinabukasan kasi wala ka ng pera. Diba? Dahil nga, YOLO ka ng YOLO, diba? This is a perfect na parang if ever you wanna see it na, ito you only live once, lahat na lang, sige, gastusin na lang natin. Pero paminsan, hindi mo tinatanong sa sarili mo, meron ka ba yung pera na yun? And that's why I want to always insert the quote, diba? Na ask yourself, every time you spend your money, you ask, budgeted ba yan? Because it's so simple to ask yourself, kung binudget mo yung pera na yun, go spend it. Kasi you deserve. Kaya mo naman yun. Pero kung hindi mo siya binudget, then baka dapat hindi mo muna siyang gastusin. Kasi you don't have the money for it. Diba? The truth here is, number 1, diba, how we break this myth is you can enjoy life but you still save. You still invest. Diba? Pwede yan eh. Number 2, hindi mo kailangan all or nothing lang. Diba? And of course, you have to think about your joys, diba? Na parang, kailangan, yes, I believe, and lagi nyo naririnig sa akin yan, diba guys? Na parang, as I progress, na totoo, we usually should enjoy our money. And that's true. I believe in that. You enjoy your money, but dapat budgeted yung pera mo na yan. Spend on the things that you love, that brings you joy. For example, ako, I splurge on hotels. Because ako, gusto ko talaga maganda yung hotel ko. And then dito sa hotel, paminsan, buong araw nandito ako nag-work, dito ako being productive. Kasi I enjoy it. Pero binudget ko tong hotel, di ba? Pinag-ipunan ko siya, alam kong kaya ko siyang bayaran, meron akong pera sa bangko na yan. So that's how we want to position this myth into a truth. Yes, yung pera mo, pwede mo siyang gastusin, pero dapat budgeted mo siya. Diba? Dapat, yung pinanggagastusan mo, yung gusto mo talaga. Hindi yung gagastos ka na lang mindlessly. Because guys, syempre, if you do that, it will be detrimental to you. Myth number 2, mag-ipon sa alkansya. O, diba? Yes! We all start with our piggy bank. Cute, di ba? Nostalgic. It's a good starting point as a kid when we're young. Di ba? Feeling ko dapat bago ka maging 15, 14, 13, yung pwede ka na magbukas ng bank account mo, di ba? Let's say a kiddie saver account. Dapat you stop from the alkansya or the piggy bank, then you move it to your bank account na. The goal is to build your wealth and to build the habit, di ba? True. The piggy bank is a nice start for kids, di ba? Let's say yung nagkaka-allowance na, tapos yung mommy and daddy, tinuturuan tayo paano tayo mag-save sa alkansya. Yes, it's really good. Di ba? We start there. Pero guys, remember, remember, yung piggy bank na yan, or if ever, ikaw ba yung tipong tao na gusto mo marami kang cash na katago sa bahay, iniwan mo sa ilalim ng kama, iniwan mo dun sa ilalim ng drawer, or sa safety deposit mo, then guys, we will not beat inflation. Again, 'di ba? Inflation lagi nandyan yan. And your money, if it is not, 'di ba, creating or making more money for you, sayang po 'yon. So, yes, okay mag-ipon sa alkansya pagsimula lang. Pero as you progress in life, guys, put it in a high-yield savings account, di ba? Nasa 3, 4, 5%, it can go as high as 8% pa sa mga digital banks right now. Why not put it there? And then, if you have enough savings and emergency funds mo, investing your money is always a way for you to build wealth. Diba? I have lots of those videos here. Digital banks, nandito yan. Mga, diba, investing, nandito rin yan. Diba? Dapat, and so easy to open a high-yield savings account, mga digital banks na yan, magbukas ka. Huwag ilagay ang pera sa alkansya because kinakain ng inflation ang pera natin pag hindi mo siya ilagay. Let's say, sa high-yield savings account where you can earn higher interest compared to iniwan mo sa bahay na walang interest. Myth number 3. Basta may trabaho, okay ka na. Alam mo guys, I believe na yes, totoo to. But as I was progressing in life, alam mo parang progressing talaga, parang ang tanda ko na guys, di ba? Pero alam mo, napansin ko dito na yes, the job gives us income. Yes, it kind of gives us the stability. Kasi nga, di ba, alam natin na kinsenas ba yan, lagi tayo may kinukuha. But also, we need to also understand, ano ba yung personal growth natin? Di ba? When I was younger, and syempre, mas marami ako energy, I started a lot. Nag-food business ako. Pati lang, meron pa rin ako yung home decor na business ko. I started even bags making business. Tapos, nag-part-time rin ako para sa mga events. Tapos, naging translator pa ako. Oh my goodness, naging translator pala ako. Isa pa yun. Ang dami ko palang ginawa, di ba? So, parang sabi ko, as I want and I yearn to create more income for myself, because I know na there are things that I want in life pa eh. Then this is where my first job is my foundation, and then I build more skills to it. Di ba? Nagkaroon ako ng mas maraming side hustles. Nagkaroon ako ng mga other learning sessions na talagang for my own personal benefit. For example, isipin mo ha, if I personally did not start creating content when I still had my day job, di ba? I will not be here creating these kind of content. But syempre, maraming rin salamat sa inyo because you guys support me. But di ba, yun talaga naging pundasyon ko. My day job was my foundation, but ang dami kong ginawa on top of that. Sabi ko, ay gusto ko kasi mag-travel, gusto ko mag-ano. So, kailangan ko kumayod, di ba? With my friends, nag-open kami ng business, ganyan. Yes, there are some businesses na, okay, ang ganda, but there are some businesses na we had to make the decision kasi, oops, hindi pala siya the best decision during that time. Its earning might not be commensurate with the effort na nilalagay namin or nilalaan namin doon. But guys, di ba, nowadays, napansin ko na parang madali naman kumuha ng side hustle or side gig. And if you really want to earn that extra income, di ba, either you want to pay off your debt, you want to have more money to invest, create and find that side hustle. Di ba? Kasi, alam mo, paminsan talaga, kahit just having one job might not be enough. But, di ba? And you have to try it out. Sa dami-dami kong ginawang side hustle, alam mo, parang ngayon ko lang na-realize, after how many years of working, mag-isa ako sabihin sa inyo, guys. Pero, after 10 to 15 years, charot na, diba? 15 years. Doon ko na talaga na-realize na, ito pala, dito ako magaling. Dito ako mag-focus. But I would never have known that if I haven't tried all of those. Myth number 4. I love this. Guilty ako dito, oh my gosh. Sale equals nakakatipid. Filipinos love sale. I love sale. But alam mo, this is the truth, di ba? If you bought something that you did not plan to buy, or wala kang balak, di ba? You did not save. Kasi gumastos ka. Diba? I remember ito yung parang sa video nito ni Cheese Escudero na para, at saka ni Heart, diba? Na para, kung hindi mo pala kailangan yung item na yan, pero binili mo siya kasi sabi mo sale, hindi ka nakatipid. Which is so true, diba? So, how do we think of this as a truth? Diba? A sale is a sale if it saves you money. Yung talagang kailangan mong bilhin. For example, diba? If during Lazada sale, kailangan ko bumili ng sabon para sa bahay, kailangan ko bumili ng shampoo, conditioner, mga toothpaste, toothbrush, ganyan. Then nag-sale siya. Kailangan ko siyang bilhin. Then nakasave ako because nag-sale siya. But for example, nagdaan-daan ako, nag-mall-mall ako, tapos nakita ko, ay, itong bag na to, grabe nag-sale siya, 50 off na lang siya. Kailangan ba talaga siya? Budgeted ba talaga siya? Kung hindi, don't buy it. Because again, a sale is not always nakakatipid ka ng pera because sometimes a sale is nakakabudo lang sa'yo. Di ba? Myth number 5. Eto, I love it. Kaya nga ako gumawa ng content and why I started content creation. Credit cards are bad daw. Nope. Credit card are not the villain. Di ba? Overspending at ikaw ang masama doon because hindi mo siya nagamit ng tama. Remember, di ba? Ano ba ang mga truths? Guys, if you think about your credit cards, di ba? This gives you, quote-unquote, di ba? Pautang sa'yo ng bangko to, pinahiram sa'yo to. And if you pay it in full, walang interest yan. And you manage your cash flow with your credit cards, di ba? And if you spend wisely and use it wisely, what does credit card gives you? Points, cashbacks, travel rewards, air miles, purchase protections, travel insurance. Ang dami, di ba? But if you use it, di ba, na gastos ka ng gastos, kaskas ka ng kaskas everywhere, hindi mo tinatanong sa sarili mo, budgeted ba yan? Then, you will fall into the pitfall na overspending and then after mababawas ka utang, tapos guys, yes, naging masama siya. Kaya siya nagiging myth, yung credit card is bad. It's because hindi nila tama ginamit. Di ba? So guys, myth number 6, mag-invest ka kung matanda ka na or kung mayaman ka na or kung may pera ka. Diba? This one will hurt you. You know why? Because if you invest early, guys, giginhawa talaga yung buhay mo. Because you have the power of compounding. Diba? Remember, the truths here is that, syempre, when you invest early, time is your biggest asset. Diba? Even if you start small lang, diba? Pero sobrang simula, ang early ka nagsimula, then that money can grow to so much in the future. Versus, if late ka nagsimula, ang dami mong hahabulin. Remember that compounding, diba? The best compounding works doon sa tail end whenever you see a compounding graph. Hindi siya nagsisimula sa simula, doon siya sa huli. Kasi nga as your money goes bigger, syempre, yung kinikita mo, yung interest man yan, dividend man yan, guys, doon siya pumapalo sa huli. So, remember that investing, you have to start it early. And kahit maliit siya, you can start. Hindi siya para sa mayaman. And guys, alam niyo naman yan, I have videos here on investing. And choose, an investment that suits you, that suits your goal, and that you understand. Myth number 7, guys. Budgeting is for people na walang pera daw. Actually the people who budget are the ones who keeps their money. Diba? Kaya nga I love the quote ko na sinasabi ko sa inyo, budgeted pa yan. Remember, budgeting is not about restricting yourself, diba? It's about intention. Kung saan mo talaga gusto ilagay yung bawat pera mo. It's telling where your money should go. Bawat piso, bawat sentimo, saan siya mapupunta. Instead of, hindi mo alam kung saan napupunta yung pera mo. With budgeting, diba? You know where every peso go. Yung pera mo na to, pang investment. Yung pera mo na to, pang daily expenses mo. Yung pera mo na to, para sa savings mo. Para sa emergency fund mo. You need to know where it goes. Because if you don't know where it goes, guys, then you don't have a plan and you will never know kung saan napupunta yung money mo. Remember, budgeting is not for people na walang pera. Hindi siya para sa mahirap, hindi siya para sa mayaman lang. It's for everyone. And depende naman on how you want to budget as well and how budgeting works for you. Guys, I have so many of these videos. The latest one that I created is an interactive budgeting tool. I think maganda siyang as a starting point para makita mo kung paano mo makita saan ka dapat maglalagay ng konting pera mo and how it adjusts dun sa wants mo, needs mo, for your investment savings mo man, or however you want it. There's no perfect way of percentage, di ba? There's no one single na dapat ito lang lahat i-follow na lahat ng tao. Remember, personal finance is personal. So make it personal. You can tweak it depending on kamusta yung buhay mo now, kamusta yung mga goals mo, where you want to put it. If for example, gusto mo mag-invest 10% lang this month, go! If you want to invest 100% naman next month or 80% next month, go rin. Walang problema. Pero dapat meron pa rin. Diba? Yun yung importante. And budgeting is so important pa rin. Then, myth number 8. Yung bahala na. Bahala na. Ito, totoo talaga yan. I think it's a very Filipino mindset. And guys, aminin na natin, sometimes we always say that. We love to say that word. Even ako, guilty ako. Even up until now, I love saying bahala na. And why? Guys, kasi nga po minsan, we have that faith na it will just work out. But to be honest, it can also be very dangerous. Kasi what if lagi lang tayo bahala na, bahala na. In some aspects, pwede yung bahala na mindset eh. Pero I think in money, wag tayo masyadong magbahala na. And to be honest, kung pwedeng hindi, wag na tayo magbahala na. Wag. Dapat we are conscious. We have a plan. Bahala na kasi is not a financial plan. Diba? Hope is also not a strategy. 'di ba? Kung gusto mo you want to build your wealth, you want to get out of debt, you want to have your own emergency funds, you want to have your savings, you want to have investment, you have to plan, 'di ba? Remember guys, hindi pwedeng sabihin ko, ay bahala na makaka-invest na ako tomorrow. Hindi siya ganun eh, 'di ba? If you want to invest, you have to say magkano gusto mo invest. Saan mo kukunin yung pera na yan, 'di ba? That's why when it comes to personal finance, hindi pwedeng bahala na. It has to be, okay, upuan natin, gawin natin, strategize natin, and let's plan it out. Dapat ganun siya. There is no room for bahala na in personal finance. So guys, those are basically some of the 8 myths that, I've learned throughout the way, di ba? 8 Filipino money myths. And guys, bakit man meron pang ibang money myths dyan na naisip mo na dapat napag-usapan ba natin? Ano pang iba yung narinig mo? Di ba? Pag-usapan natin, comment it down below as well. Parang gusto ko mag-converse sa inyo, di ba? So as we close, di ba? Syempre, I want to also share na ano ba yung mga money truth that I've wished that I've learned earlier. To be honest guys, money isn't for the rich. Diba? Hindi yan about pagyayabang. I think everyone and every Filipino can have money. And having money really can change lives. And that's why I love to talk about personal finance. Diba? Having money, having your own, diba, plan, your personal finance plan mo, it's about being prepared. It's a form of self-love. It's also having peace because alam mong you will have options. And when you have options, you have the power to say no to things. Say no to things that don't serve you well. Say no na, hindi, ayoko siya. Because hindi siya aligned with your personal financial goal. Hindi siya aligned with what you want to achieve in your life. Diba? Remember that it's always about building a life that you don't need to escape from because kinakabahan ka doon sa utang, sa walang pera, sa ano gagawin ko tomorrow. But remember that with money, di ba, it is really about building a life that you want to live in, that you really want, that you really deserve. And that is why, syempre, we have to make those conscious effort and conscious steps. I won't say that it will be easy, but once you learn the ropes, matutuwa ka because sasabihin mo, kaya pala natin lahat. And I believe na yes, kaya natin lahat. But hindi ko kayo lolokohin na madali siya. It will take extra effort and steps as well. And of course, the earlier we unlearn these myths, diba, the faster we will grow. The faster you will also grow. So guys, I hope naging makabuluhan yung video and naging okay yung chikahan natin about the money Filipino myths or Filipino money myths na dapat talagang i-destroy na natin. Kasi syempre guys, our personal finance journey, and us having money can happen for every Filipino. And it should happen for every Filipino. But we will take extra steps to make it happen for our life. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, syempre, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you get notified every time I release a new video. And of course, I'll see you on the next vlog. Bye guys!